Our next guest says to plant something in our yards. Well, he has something that people are going to listen to on what to plant. Master gardener Ciscoe Morris says Hardy Cyclamen are the ticket to fall and winter blooms. Hi, Ciscoe.
Hey, Kelly. Fun being on with you here.
Oh my gosh, this is so fun. I love having you on. So yes, what is this plant for someone that's never heard of a cyclamen like me? I hadn't heard of this.
Well, yeah, these are cyclamen. And by the way, this is florist cyclamen.
Okay.
And you look at how spectacular that is.
I love the color red there. That's beautiful.
You can plant that outdoors now, but as soon as it freezes, it's goodbye, Charlie. But these are Christmas plants. A lot of people get them for Christmas. You do not want your cat to eat that. It would not be good for your cat. You know, the nickname for cyclamen, which is really strange, is called sow bread.
Sow bread.
Yeah. And that's because pigs love eating the bitter roots of these things. So I don't know why a pig can eat them and a cat can't.
That's what I was just going to ask. What the heck? But okay.
But if you have a pet pig, that's all right if they eat your cyclamen.
So there's different kinds then of these.
So these are the most showy. They're forest cyclamen, but only a short time that's going to live outside. As soon as we get a freeze, goodbye. But what a show till it does.
Absolutely.
But these kind right here. These, and I dug this up yesterday because I went to the nursery.
To show us.
I called the nursery and I said, hey, do you have Hardy Cyclamen? They said, yeah, but I thought they'd be a bloom. But
this is what they gave you, this little baby?
This little pig here. But you know, the funny thing, this is going to become really big and it loves dry shade.
Okay.
So you could plant this like, you want these along sidewalks and everything. And then these magnificent flowers. Now these would be standing up more. It's just digging it out.
Yeah, you dug it out. So this is going to eventually turn into something like that.
And they come in red, pink,
oh,
white. They're magnificent. And so dry shade is the hardest place to plant. Nothing lives there because the big conifers take all the water.
Yeah.
And as shady as can be, you could plant these things under there. They bloom. So this is called heterophyllum because the leaves are supposed to look kind of like ivy.
They do. I see that. It's just so intricate.
Yeah. So, and this one blooms in the fall.
That's what I was going to ask. So with the shade, it's kind of perfect for the fall time because we're getting a lot of shade in this area.
Yeah, and they just glow in the outside landscape, and they get bigger and bigger. These are cyclamen coum, these ones, and they have round leaves. And the thing about these, they bloom all winter long into spring.
Oh my gosh.
And then they disappear. You don't even know they're there for the whole summer, and they come back again.
Have you had luck too, year after year, where like these will survive? And you, I mean, obviously you're an expert gardener. Well,
that's very true. But
for the average person, are we gonna be able to potentially see it with a little love? Like, what should we be doing? Fertilizer?
You can't fail with these, but they don't want fertilizer.
They don't want fertilizer.
No, you just plant them, give them some water, and it's fall, so the rain's gonna water them. And at first, you might give them some water. After a while, they never need water, never need fertilizer. They don't need anything except for don't let a plant cover them up, you know, but because they're low to the ground. And you know how these spread?
No.
I have these coming up all over my garden where I didn't plant them. They have a sweet little substance on their seed.
Oh.
The ants love them. So the ants pick them up, take the seeds back to the nest, but ants they're a little clumsy. They drop a few on the way and you got a whole new colony started. It's so cool.
So they're kind of aggressive in that way? Like, are they taking, or not really, the ants are helping and they're not taking over? Yeah, the ants are actually helping.
You want these to come up wherever they were. If you didn't like them, just because they're real shallow rooted. You can buy little bulbs and plant them.
That's what I was. Is it with fresh bulb that you need to be planting?
Yeah, they'd have to be fresh. And most nurseries don't carry them. You got to get them online.
Oh, okay.
But it's better to buy the plant because they'll start spreading so much faster. this right here, in 2 years, will be like this big.
Massive.
Oh yeah, and it's such a show with these beautiful flowers. And all the leaves are different color on these too. So that's another really cool thing.
I feel like there's so many reasons to like, but if you had to pick one reason why you're really into this plant, what would it be?
It'd be the spectacular flowers.
The flowers, okay.
Yeah,
and the fact that you never, like, do you know, looking at that, what color it's gonna be?
No, I have no idea.
I don't know, yeah, I don't know.
I think it said on the tag, but I didn't have my glasses on.
Ciscoe, you're just like the rest of us. I get it. I love it. Could these live indoors as well? Like, would this plant would be something?
This could live indoors, but it doesn't, like, if the temperature's above 70, it goes dormant. So they're kind of a lousy Christmas plant. You got to keep them really cool and just bring them out when company comes or something, because our houses are too warm for these.
That's what I was going to say. That people are cranking up their heat in the winter, so maybe this one, if you live cool, if you like some AC in your house.
Yeah,
then
if you have a nice cool house, keep it cool for your cat,
True. Frank would love everything that you're saying, and we love you so much, Ciscoe. Thank you for the
Kelly,
tips.
Thanks.
And I think that this is something I could potentially keep alive.
Oh, yeah, you could keep this alive, I guarantee, and you'll absolutely love it, too.
That is a challenge if you know me, but I so appreciate that.
We're gonna find a plant that you can't kill no matter what.
We are going to do it, okay? Thank you, Ciscoe.